Hey everybody. Alright, so got our little engine block cleaned up. Once I got things disassembled, really it didn't look that bad, to be honest. So what I did is I just cleaned up the cylinders and lapped the valves, cleaned up the block. I put new cam bearing in the front there, and of course I'm going to put new main rod bearings as well. So just basically a rebuild rather than a whole rebore and all that good stuff. The cylinders were already 40 over, and it looks like it's the original block. I don't really want to be messing around with trying to find a different block and all that. And like I said, when I took it apart, it didn't look like it was really that bad. It had a small ridge, which I reamed out very lightly. Opened up the cylinders. I got a set of rings for it, 40 over, and checked the gap, and they were at 17 thousandths, which, according to the book, where is the book? I got a handy little book. I'll show that in a minute. If I recall, specs are 17,000 to maybe 24, 25. Don't hold me to the latter part of that, but I want to say 17 is the beginning. So anyways, like I said, the rings should be good. And I went ahead and lapped the valves. They looked pretty decent as well. So I don't know if you can see that. I got still... And the head surface, it looks like it's not clean, but it is. There's no residue on it or any gasket material. So like I said, just started cleaning up. I started putting a couple of the valves in, and then it dawned on me, I forgot to turn the camera on again, like I'm really getting good at. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this thing a little bit today. Hopefully get the crankshaft in. I've got the crank bearings, but I don't have the rod bearing. I got the main bearings, but I don't have the rod bearings. So I'm going to try to get the crankshaft in today and put a couple more valves in, if not finish. Well, I can't finish up the valves. The other day when I was out here working, I put all the valves after I cleaned them and lapped them, so they would all be right back where they're supposed to be, and little numbered bags. And I was working right here by the front of the garage door. A little gust of wind came as I had my back turned, and I had the two keepers for one of the valves sitting on top of the bag, blew the bag off, keepers went flying. I did find one, but I haven't found the other one, so I'm going to search around a little bit for it. If not, then I'm going to have to start going to machine shops, internet, whatever I can do to find one valve keeper. Not even a whole set, not a set, just one valve keeper. But anyway, so hopefully when I'm looking around today I can find it. I looked a little bit yesterday, but you know how that goes. Sometimes it's better if you just kind of walk away and come back the next day or 2 days later or something. But anyways, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get the crankshaft in today, and like I said, put a few more valves in. Probably about all I'm going to have time for today. And then I guess we'll wrap it up after that. But let me turn this thing back on when I get a little work done. Alright, we'll see you in a few. Alright, so this is the book I was talking about. I guess it's a reproduction of like the original service manual for these Willys. It is, in my opinion, super informative. I think it's got everything in here you could possibly want to know about anything on these little Jeeps. So definitely worthwhile in my opinion. That being said, what I did get done, not exactly what I said I was going to get done. I thought I was going to do the crankshaft and everything today, but I did wind up finding the keeper for the valves. So as you can see, I got all the valves in, and I actually got the valve train adjusted. And after that, I was thinking about that camshaft gear that's going to go on there, which I still need to order. And that kind of dawned on me that, once I put that little plate that goes along here, I had a heck of a time getting this fuel pump bolt off. So I put the fuel pump on now. I know it's a little strange, but I'm like, it's not going to hurt anything, and if I start rolling on this motor and get that plate on and forget about the fuel pump, I'm going to have a heck of a time getting that bolt in. So why don't I just do it now? That way it's done and over with. But anyway, so I've got the main bearings, waiting on rod bearings, but they should be here in the next few days. I do have the rings already, as I mentioned, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to wrap it up for today. Next video probably will be bottom end rotating assembly. We'll go ahead and put the crankshaft in. I'll order up a cam gear. hopefully get that by the next time I'm out here, and we'll go ahead and do rings, pistons, rod bearings, main bearings, put the crankshaft in, and maybe hopefully get the timing gears on. It actually is a gear driven setup rather than a chain. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to wrap it up for today, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.